Because if I'm going in, I'd rather like do stuff, you know.
Yeah, you gotta be in and do all the stuff rather than be in and out and in and out and in and out all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
You were complaining about having to go in for like an hour.
Yeah,
That's stupid. Yeah, definitely dumb.
and now I have the opposite, and I like it. I swear I like it. Yeah, how have you guys been?
I have also been at work all day today. It was very boring. You know what happens when you work at an open-air museum when it's not summer season anymore?
It's quiet.
Everyone stops turning up, funnily enough.
You gotta bring like a chessboard with you or something and just become a chess master, like by playing yourself in your free time. Just like sit there playing yourself.
I'll just set up a chessboard and just like challenge people as they go fast. I've got a chessboard.
Awesome.
I could do it. I have an old school chessboard.
I love this idea.
Yeah.
I love this idea. And then when Spawn Point becomes the inevitably biggest channel on Twitch,
Obviously.
at the meetups, we could just have Andy sitting there on this chessboard that he's mastered while we were grinding to this position and just like destroying everyone.
I used to play chess quite a lot.
This is the Spawn Point fanfic. Hey,
Ultimate
George.
Victor.
Oh my god.
I hear something special is going on Luke's channel.
What? No.
I haven't been able to pay much attention to it. But
It's just another boring day. Like, okay, so it's the anniversary of me streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I haven't really done anything that so much special. I've just been playing the games that I basically played all year.
Yeah.
As a kind of like, this is just nice special.
Like a little kind of like a highlight video, but a stream that's live that isn't a highlight video, but uses the games.
Exactly.
Yes.
Luke, please pronounce your T's. I can't handle this. Nope.
You're gonna die tonight.
I'm mate.
Oh God.
Alcohol comas for everyone. Oh yeah.
I didn't write the
Luke,
rules.
this is our audience. This is our audience. You put them into a coma, we don't have an audience. This is how that works.
I'll just take their accounts.
They'll just become in comas so they can never turn off, right?
They'll be here every week. But I am planning on doing a drunk stream tomorrow.
You should drunk play the Outlast demo.
Yeah, please, freaking play the Outlast demo. It's a demo. It's not worth saving for like a Halloween stream.
Also, it's not it stops on the 1st of November, so they might stop the download by then.
Yeah.
Just download it.
Just like look,
Only like 5 gigs.
Being real as you, people are watching people play the Outlast demo right now. Go play the Outlast demo for God's sake. Go play something that people are watching.
People are watching Smite. People are watching Overwatch. People are watching Halo. I'll give you
Overwatch. People watching Smite are like watching professionals play Smite.
You mean we're not professionals?
Anyway.
I like to think I carry myself.
I read Spoder's message, "Don't die" in the game come out, and then he killed me like as soon as I read that message. Like,
I'm downloading it now.
You
Anyway.
didn't.
News. Is there anything else we want to talk about before news?
I'll be streaming after this as continuation.
Okay, we're gonna shameless plugs.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, we'll go like if we can go we'll host you straight after. Not that it'll make much of a difference, but we'll do what we can. Are you planning on going late today, or like is it just like?
I have work tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon, so like even if I went to bed at like 4, I still got 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
so the hint there is like if you guys are around, I'll be there. I'll be there.
I'll be there for you.
But yeah, who wants to start?
Not me. Someone else has done.
Okay.
I'm the smallest one though.
I mean, you and Kamal the same. So.
No, mine's smaller. It's like the opposite. The opposite.
That's not what you should be doing.
Let's get this. Okay, so I'm gonna go. My list is ordered in stupidity. So let's do the least stupid thing. So Symmetra is getting a touch up on Overwatch.
Uh-huh.
And I'm really looking forward to this because they say
the Symmetra ever.
They're touching Symmetra.
Yeah, right.
Basically what they're doing. They're changing her up in a way that like they're going to be tweaking her, but they're not going to be changing her core abilities or like what she's meant to actually do. Like her mechanics are staying the same, and like what you're meant to be doing with her is staying the same. But people aren't really playing her at the moment, and I think what that basically means is that they're gonna come back to her turrets and just fix that because the turrets are
Please,
just really
like. Remember what we heard about that as well? And it was like the most like silent like thing about that update. It was like all about Torbjorn, and then they're like, oh, by the way, it's also affecting Symmetra. It was like, what? What? Why?
But another thing they're also considering is they're not going to be making her a healer. So there's going to be no turrets that heal.
Good.
Or as the article says, healing based on her on proximity to the portal.
Good.
They're literally saying they will move her out of the support category before they make her a healer.
Yeah. No, yeah. I agree with that. I'd rather her not be a support. Like, I'd rather her be like a defense character than have to be a healer to be a support. But I like the idea of having supports that aren't healers. I'm not a huge fan of Symmetra, but I like the idea of having supports that aren't healers.
I'm with you. I don't want to start a precedent of like you have to be a healer to be in support.
Yeah. I mean, there's other ways to support people, right? So.
Yeah.
But, so that's cool. There's some cool stuff happening with her.
Sorry. I'm dying.
There's some other stuff about like new maps coming and new modes and heroes, but like they don't go into anything specific.
So it's more kind of like, this is a game that we don't want to die, so we're gonna put new stuff in it. You're like, yeah, I expected that.
Yeah, sure.
But apparently they're having trouble. Apparently they're having trouble making new heroes and making sure the game stays balanced.
Oh yeah. See, that's what, if I was Overwatch, I would be I know people get hyped for heroes, they do, right? But like personally, I would be okay with this. You guys tell me if you disagree with me, but I would be okay with them focusing on maps, not heroes.
Oh yeah,
I feel like there's definitely needs to be more maps at this point.
Yeah, like
there's only like what 6 or 7.
One hero every 6 months. But they gave me more maps than that, so like 2 heroes a year, but like 6 maps a year. Frickin' do it.
Yeah.
Frickin' do that.
I'd be done.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. They've had 1 new map since the game came out, right?
Yeah.
So, and they've had, I feel like this should definitely.
Hero.
I already like that map a lot more than the other maps as well. Like that map feels a lot more fun.
And I think. Yeah. I think as well as Overwatch, because like you can look at a character like with Symmetra's actually a perfect example. Like you can look at the support category and you can have a character like Symmetra, and you can look at like the assault category and you can have a character like Soldier 76, and then you can have another character that's like freaking Tracer or something, who's just like teleporting around and has like no health. And I feel like the variation is quite high for the categories compared to something like a MOBA, where like I feel like if you look at a hunter class in any MOBA, it's like they fire arrows. It's like you know, they're all very similar in that sense. So I do understand the worry with adding characters and making them balanced, because they never want to add characters and make them boring. So the characters have to be interesting and balanced and new. And I personally never expected I expected Overwatch to hit, and I still do, to hit like a hard stop on 30 and not really add so infrequently after that.
Because there's only so many new ways you can change the game that you can't have them all just being clones of each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah. No.
At this point, I only play maybe half of all the Overwatch heroes at best, so... It's not like Smite, where I seem to be able to play a lot of them, but it's just, I don't know.
That's the other thing as well, is like, I don't... Like, I think they shouldn't worry so much, because I play Smite, and I look at the gods list, and I'm like, okay, what should I play this time to make myself feel fresh? Like, you know, after I played a bunch of games, and you want to touch something new, right? And I look at Overwatch, and sometimes I do that, but I don't do that more frequently with Overwatch, even though its character list is so much smaller. Like, if anything, I do it less frequently with Overwatch, even though Smite has almost 100. They're at 80 now
there's a
or
solid.
something?
Yeah, there's at least 88 yard.
Yeah, so
Let me check.
So their characters are versatile enough that it doesn't even a smaller character list feels much bigger than it is, you know.
I can see where you're coming from. But,
there are 76 Smite gods. Apparently.
I know when I try to play Overwatch, I try to play just as many of the characters that I can.
So I think I'm probably the exact opposite. I've got a core of maybe 5 that I play as almost. So it's Junkrat, Lucio.
I play more characters the longer I've been playing. So if I switch my console on, I'm gonna be playing my mains, and then if I played 4 games, I'm gonna slowly play some other ones that I know I'm good at. And the more games I play, the further away I get from what I know I'm good at, just because I want different stuff. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And for me, it just depends on map. I just think of what map I'm about to play on next, and what character I think I'd probably do best with them on that map.
Mhm. Makes sense.
When I was playing, it's the point map setting. Is it Greece? Is it set in Greece?
I'm gonna only pick up health for you, chat. I'm gonna try and stay alive as long as possible for you, chat.
You get too drunk. I think it was the Greece one. I was switching between Roadhog when I was on WoW, Zarya when I was on the Ruins one, and Diva when I was on the Lighthouse one. Because I was I think these tanks are the best suited tanks for these maps.
Yeah, makes sense. I know there's definitely certain maps suited for certain heroes. So.
Oh yeah.
But my next link.
Alright, okay.
We're gonna get some angry up in here.
You're gonna trigger some people.
Some freaking morons have decided
Luke, you have to be unbiased in your review of the news.
I think we know we've passed that point. It's too late.
Some freaking morons have claimed that one of the starter Pokemons from the next Pokemon game's evolution is too feminine for their tastes.
Wait,
which I didn't know.
Can I get a picture of this?
Yeah.
Is it, before I open this, I haven't read this article, is it the seal?
It's the seal.
That's the seal.
Of course it was going to be the seal. I'll send it to you. Are you asking for a picture so that you can put up on?
I got one.
Oh, okay. Right.
So this is up for you guys. Tell us what you think. Is this too... Actually, Anne, our resident woman that speaks for every other woman, is this too...
In my personal opinion, what the fuck? We've got characters like Jinx and Clefairy
what does
and
that even...
Chansey.
What does it even mean that a Pokemon is too feminine? Why is it too feminine? No. Maybe it wants to be feminine. Leave the Pokemon alone. Maybe it wants to be the most freaking feminine thing in the universe. Why is that a problem?
I know, right? It's you have. I feel if you've been personally offended by a Pokemon, you need to get a bit of a life, right?
It's weird. It's so weird.
But yeah, is that feminine? It's got some frills on it. Okay. Maybe it just wants to have some frills. What's...
This is also it's middle evolution, right? It's not.
Yeah.
They haven't released the finals yet, have they?
But even then,
Final one's in a full-on ball gown.
How dare they?
I really hope it is.
I just don't understand people. This is one of the things that makes me I don't get people.
What about those two? There's two really noticeable ones. Notable ones, sorry. That people sexualize because of how.
No, wait, hold on.
Is this about Gardener?
I'm talking about the one that has the spike between her fake breasts, and I'm talking about the other one that's a dog, but it looks like a poodle, but it's also basically got breasts.
You see, SB, I don't necessarily agree with that because cats are considered feminine, but you can get boy and female cats.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. You look at dogs are considered male. Male creatures, but they're obviously not all men.
Oh my god, my whole mind has been blown right now.
Like, isn't the universe where cats and dogs bang and they birth cats and dogs the best universe? I love that universe.
Oh yeah.
Makes total sense, right?
What was it? Feminine. I'm searching Pokemon and feminine.
Let's not forget the literal vagina Pokemon. Okay,
Oh,
staying away from that one.
Oh yeah, and then there's Jinx, which is blackface and feminine. Like, come on, guys, we've got bigger problems.
Where is the triggering about Jinx? Leave this one alone.
The seal did have eyelashes on, but you know who else has eyelashes? Like, we have eyelashes. Like,
Camel.
dudes with eyelashes.
Camel's got mad.
Yeah, this is it. Laponi.
I don't.
Look, I'm gonna show you guys in Strum. This.
I'm
dress.
watching strums.
See,
Check out Jinx.
look at that. Okay, so this one and these are the two that like whenever I see like people posting Pokemon stuff on Imager, like these are the two that people.
Oh, Lope, and yeah, they're the ones that they do the weird, disturbing art of that people think is weird.
Yeah, and this one. And these are very feminine Pokemon, and you know what? That's freaking fine. Like, do you Pokemon?
That's what get your rocks off. I mean, okay, sure.
Yeah, that's the stupid thing this month that Pokemon fans have been angry about.
I'm sure they'll find something else soon.
Just freaking people.
It's like, look, if a man Pokemon wants to look like it's got a bit of a skirt on, like that's fine. But you do you Pokemon.
Such a weird issue to have, like, now, after it's been a problem for, air quotes, a problem for so long. like, how did, like, hundreds of thousands of people simultaneously wake up and smell the social justice air and decide that it was Pokemon today? Like, how does that happen?
I've just been sent a personal request. So...
Fun.
Oh my god, Andy's naked.
There you go. Look, I had to facilitate someone's drinking.
Oh, you took the. Oh, okay.
Andy's
Yeah, apparently that was right. That is a rule.
I forgot.
I can't remember what all the rules are.
Did the seal have eyelashes? Oh, let's go have a look.
Yes, the seal did have that.
Seal definitely had eyelashes on.
But
Again, like everyone has eyelashes. Like,
How dare they?
just don't show these people Jinx. Just keep.
don't show those people anything. They'll just go mad.
But my last link
Uh-huh.
is another freaking idiot.
The thing is, was it hundreds of thousands of people or like 2 Tumblr posts that the internet laughed at?
Oh, there was like a list.
There's a huge amount of comments, right? It was ridiculous. There's so many comments on it.
Look, there were people on Twitter just being like, "Why is this Pokemon gay?" It's just.
Well, I hate that. That's the worst one. Like, because it wears a skirt, that makes it gay.
Guys,
Hold on.
FuziTube chat made him feel gay. I'm not even explaining that to you guys in stream.
I can't. No.
Just know that like YouTube chats can make you gay, guys. It happens.
No.
But before we leave Pokemon, Mega Evolutions are in the new Pokemon. They haven't been mentioning them. They have confirmed that they are in the new Pokemons, and you can. There's some Pokemons. You know that frog starter one that like has become
the Ninja Frog.
yeah, the one that's become pretty like ubiquitous now. The Ninja
Let's
Frog,
say yes.
yeah. If you transfer him to the new Pokemon from your old one, he gets a special Hollow form as well.
Oh, okay. That's
Alola
okay.
form, sorry.
Aloha.
Alola form, sorry. Freaking them and the weird names.
Don't say aloha, otherwise it'll be too on the nose.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, right.
Alola. Frick,
They're trying to come on.
My
I'm
stream
playing
is
that game
about
over
5
a few-
years behind, sadly. Oh.
Deal with just sort it out, George.
When Broly.
Get over it, brah!
Yeah, right.
Okay, you can move on now, Luke. Sorry.
What's your final link, Luke?
Oh, my final link is so it's a video. If you will tell us when to press play, I'm gonna talk over it because like there's not much going on.
Okay, I'll talk after you talk.
Okay.
I was playing.
So you got someone's doing some spray painting. Then she goes to check this person out with her phone right in front of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sees some art. And sorry, please
And
explain.
the art says Banksy. So she proceeds to chase the guy in the hood, and she keeps yelling Banksy.
Yeah.
And then he decides to turn around and look at the camera and go, oh, and then run away. So this is a viral video right now, right?
Yeah.
I think, what's its views at? 600,000. Lots of dislikes. It's clearly fake.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
And like even if it's not, even if like if you're chasing someone while screaming Banksy, like after they just spray painted a wall, like they're not what you expect them to do.
They're not gonna turn around.
No, like even if the person's not Banksy, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, you caught me spray painting, but like. I'm gonna talk to you now. Please don't go to the police.
I will turn around. Yeah, please don't look at my face. I'm not gonna look at the camera.
Video record my face and then send it to the police, and then so they can arrest me. Please, why don't you?
Mm.
I'll tell you what is interesting though.
What?
There are lots of like pretty long articles and docs on like Banksy's real identity and stuff, and there's a pretty good consensus on who the dude is. And like
is it that guy?
Where he grew up. It's a white person. I don't remember
that guy, right?
I don't remember exactly his name. I mean that video is super fake, but like it's it's a very interesting read. If anyone's interested, just like kind of because it's not just like how do we find Banksy. It's like it talks about how he like hides himself, how he goes about doing his art, and like why anonymity is so valuable to him, and
because otherwise he'll be arrested.
There's more to it than that for him.
But that is part of it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a pretty interesting read. If anyone's interested, you can look up like who is Banksy and just like follow the train. Just follow the train.
Isn't it important to him as well because if people find out who he is, then suddenly all his art just goes down in price.
Well, he doesn't make money off the art.
I know, but some people
for the most part, like there are some pieces that have been like personally sold, but it doesn't tend to be the value as much as he doesn't want to be an artist that draws art and sells it.
Yeah, like more of like a statement thing.
Yeah.
And them's my links.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
I got us through 25 minutes.
Who removed the tumbleweeds? I say
that wasn't me.
Oh, it was me.
I thought it was funny.
It was me, and I stuck my middle finger up the whole time I was doing it. I tapped every button like.
Lovely. Okay.
Right.
Are we?
Do you want to go next? Oh, do you want me to go next?
I can go next.
Go.
So I was reading like you know as we all probably do, like hitting up my usual sites, going like, what's happening this week? Nothing major's happening, but I need stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I ran into like an article that is probably the most boring article ever, but it was basically Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. If you get the pre-order and you get the Modern Warfare Remastered Edition, requires 130 gig of hard drive space minimum, right?
That's a lot of space.
It is a lot of space.
A whole bunch.
But like I wasn't really particularly interested in this case. I just like it got me thinking about games in general nowadays. Like because this was compounded with the fact that I've been downloading Gears of War on PC and it's 80 gig and I downloaded it. It started downloading on my Xbox automatically because I got the Xbox Anywhere thing, so I got them on both for the same price. And it's 53 gig on Xbox, and four freaking K games are coming with 4K textures. Games are only gonna get bigger. They're still selling 500 gigabyte consoles. I'm not okay with that.
Yeah, I don't get why they could do that. That's my console was a 500 gig one, and I had to get like a 5 terabyte hard drive.
I wasn't happy about it when they launched.
God damn it.
But that's one thing. But when like Sony and Xbox both released these remastered Xbox like S and PlayStation Slim, and there's a PlayStation Pro coming out, and you can still get 500 gigs hard drives.
What?
Like,
maybe you're not buying them for the games.
why? Why are you allowed to sell 500 gigabyte hard drives? I want like a court of law to be like, no, not allowed. Like, it really irritates me so much. For two reasons though. Like, it's one thing is like genuine usability, and it's like you got to think about the customer at this point, and it's easier for the customer if you give them, honestly, even a terabyte isn't enough, but a terabyte should be minimum. Terabyte should be minimum. Like, the options should be a terabyte, 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte. That's what you should be allowed in your consoles, right? But the other thing is, nowadays 500 gig hard drives are so easy to make, right? That 500 gig hard drives and terabyte hard drives. Yeah. Hey, Ad.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, perfect timing, right?
Look, 500 gig hard drives and terabyte hard drives are literally the same price to manufacture nowadays. So, like, you're not saving money. Like, Sony and Microsoft aren't saving money by offering these options. They're just making it awkward. They're just making it really awkward. And they're forcing you to go to, like, this higher tier. You know what? Get rid of the 500 gig tier. I don't care if you can't sell at that price. Sell just the terabyte. Screw these 500 gig models.
Mal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, because they don't keep selling 500 gigabyte.
It irritates me. Because
I'm gonna take pictures of my
there's
500
more.
gigabyte consoles.
There's more, okay. Like,
Oh wait, there's more.
This like the rage that happened when I was reading this article is coming back to me in pieces, right? It's one thing to sell a 500 gigabyte console and be like, games are big, but you can play them on discs, right? It's another thing to say, oh, by the way, you also have to install every disc you put into the console and copy all of that data off this Blu-ray disc onto your hard drive. That's like freaking screw everyone.
I hate that. To be fair, that's part of the reason I don't buy games on disc anymore. Because the whole point of a disc means you don't have to download them.
Right? Like,
It's like, nah, you still can't do it. All that disc's doing
I hate
is just meaning you've got to switch them around if you want to change games. That's all it's doing. It's like, thanks, guys. Yeah.
It irritates me. In case you couldn't tell.
Oh wait, you can. Yeah, I did.
I just look, man. That's all. Like, that's all. I'm done. I'm done. Sony, Microsoft. One day I will have influence, and I will make you change this cheese from the inside out if I have to.
Just do it. Bring the system down from the inside.
Also, hi, Addy. Rant over. How are you? Sorry, soundboard isn't active during podcasts. I should add that.
It's for special Kamal streams.
Yeah, we just don't want it getting like in the way of the pod of this beautiful audio right here.
Just loved having the sexy noise played during that rant.
Yeah, I actually, and if you could remind me, like in a PM on Discord or something, or anyone, to change that description so it says that it's all in singled out streams, that would be great. Right.
No, I'll trigger it because of game memory spaces and stuff. That's what's happening.
It's stupid.
A little bit though.
So, in other like actual real news, these both of these pieces of news are Sony news. First, PlayStation VR's embargo went off this week. It's not on sale yet. I'm actually gonna let me double check when it goes on sale, but it's not out yet. But it's coming out soon. It's coming out.
I got annoyed today because of PlayStation VR, but I'll explain after you're done explaining.
Okay, it's coming out in 6 days. But the review embargo went off, and all of the reviewers released their reviews. Right. So Luke and Andy will tell you, and anyone that paid attention when I rant about VR, but I do it so much, So that I assume people don't pay that much attention anymore. But anyone that has been paying attention will tell you that I have said in the past that PlayStation VR, the only way it can hit these prices is by like making real like sacrifices in quality, like lower resolution screens, cheaper tracking systems, running on hardware like the PlayStation's hardware, which is apparently not strong enough to run virtual reality games properly at 60 FPS, stuff like that. I have
Got to fly a bit.
the numbers said this to me. They whispered in my ear at night, and frickin' Sony's engineers are apparently magic, because this thing came out and the reviews are glorious. People love it. Like, to start off, like most of the reviews acknowledge that there are compromises in this headset, but they're compromises that you can live with really easily, and it brings the price down to half. So that's like that's a sum of money you're putting in your pocket, you know, for a little compromise, right? The other thing is, apparently, according to like every single review I've looked up, it is the most comfortable VR headset for long periods of time. Like out of all of them, Sony does this thing where Andy's seen it. Actually, I'm just gonna put a picture of it up on screen because Andy
I have seen it.
filmed me.
I did.
I could put a little video of me while we talk about this.
Yeah, do it.
Let me see if I can find that video.
Do my mad cameraman skills.
I can't promise I'm going to find this video quick enough that I'm going to put it up, but I will try.
Yeah, just for context on this video, Kamal booked an extra VR session when we were at EGX, and he got to play PlayStation VR, and I got the enviable task of recording him doing it.
Yeah.
And like, what was it? You were in like a shark cage or something, right?
I was, yes.
In a nutshell.
I was in a shark cage as I was lowered down into water. Yeah, I can't find the folder that I put all this stuff in because I haven't properly sorted it out yet. As you can tell by none of it being on the channel.
It's fine. Yeah, the video will go up of that at some point on the channel first.
I promise. Yeah. But
I saw those background dabs, Luke. I saw them. I'm disappointed. You're lucky people don't drink for that. It's like you can have me a new rule. Every time Luke background dabs, you guys drink.
And here we go.
Anyway, continue.
Kamal Lewis talked over you. Oh, okay. Addy explained. Thank you, Addy. Thank you, Ad. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, this is what PlayStation VR looks like. So basically, the idea is like that Sony actually distributes the weight of the headset across like the top of your head, so it feels a bit more natural. While the Oculus and Vive kind of attach it to the front of your face, right? So you've got like this weight that your neck's carrying up instead of like just holding on to, you know? Which, when I played Vive, I don't know about you guys, it didn't bother me that much, but apparently in long sessions, it can get annoying.
Yeah, I could imagine it would get annoying as the game went on, but yeah, I never felt a difference when we were playing it.
Yeah. The Sony one felt fine as well when I tried it, but again, those were two short sessions. The Sony one was like, what, 30 minutes? The other...
That's some 25, 30 minutes.
The other one was like 5
you
minutes?
about 5. For me, about 10.
I may have cut that one a little bit short by breaking everything. That's not the point. So, PlayStation VR costs £350, for anyone wondering. That is the price of a PlayStation Pro. That is £100 more than a PlayStation 4. But it runs on the regular PlayStation 4. It hits 60 FPS on every single game they have currently available. Rock solid. From what I've heard, the experience it has better VR games than any of the other two platforms. And you know, at the end of the day, the games are what matters. Like if the headset works, we have to look at the games, and it's got the best games. And so I was talking to my older brother about the pricing. I don't think the idea is to go buy a PlayStation 4 and buy a PlayStation VR. I think the people buying PlayStation VR are going to be people that have owned PlayStation 4 since launch, so they haven't spent much money on hardware in the last 3 years, right? Because they spent a big chunk then, and now it's been 3 like quiet years. Maybe they'll be a bit more willing to buy something that still works with their console and is like guaranteed future like work for like the next 3 odd years. The other way I see them selling this is bundling it together with a PlayStation Pro for £600. So you get like a PlayStation Pro, PlayStation controller, obviously, the VR headset, maybe a game, or like for like 600. So you save like about £100 of buying them separately. I could see people going for that. That's a lot of money, but it's also a lot that you're getting. You're getting a console that plays 4K. You're getting a complete VR experience. It'd definitely be for people that don't have consoles or really want to replace their console. It wouldn't be for someone who has a console that they're happy with.
It's not to upgrade your console, sort of thing.
Yeah. Either way, good job, Sony, I guess. Like, I mean, anything that brings working VR cheaper is a good thing. Like, even if it's not cheap enough for everyone yet, it's still cheaper. And cheaper is good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was really shocked, honestly, when I was reading the reviews. I was like, why are these so positive? I don't understand.
I was expecting salt. I was expecting anger and hatred, and I don't like it.
I was not ready for this. But, yeah, there you go. If anyone's wondering if they should buy PlayStation VR... Yeah.
Maybe.
If you're considering buying a VR headset, you probably want VR, and this is a good one, apparently, so... Also, it's a sit-down experience, a guaranteed sit-down experience, so you don't need, like, tons of space, like the Vive.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that.
But I think the real question is, are there any cables you can pull out?
It has one cable.
Oh, there's one cable too many.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
But they're not asking you to crawl.
That's true.
This is true. What if you have come on, what if you have a spinny chair and you don't know like how much it's spinning and like it pulls it out?
You're just gonna have to run that risk.
Get like, it's a very long cable. Hello,
I don't think you're appreciating how much I can spin in my chair.
Let's look at Kamal's internet history. I can show you my internet history later, baby, if you want.
I got very annoyed today with the PlayStation VR.
Why for?
Because when I went into game and I was talking to my old manager, turns out he gets it for free.
Oh, nice.
They send a copy to every manager, and he says the only downside is that he has to hold a meeting where other people get to play it.
Oh, that does make sense on Sony's part, though. It's hard to ask people to sell something that they may have never tried, right?
Yeah. But like he says it's sullied the like experience a bit, knowing that like he has to let other people try it.
Oh, shut up! You're getting a free VR headset.
I know, right? Yeah, it's like.
Freaking out.
This is the same man though who taunts me because he got like
the Overwatch thing.
He got the Overwatch thing, and like he reminds me every time I go into the store. He says, "Oh yeah, it's just sitting on my staircase. I'm not really doing anything with it." Like, I hate you. I hate you.
You know, a good chunk of this is just to trigger Luke.
Oh yeah, no, he loves it.
I know I can trigger him. I know.
Whose coat is that jacket? Sorry, I saw the words Welsh, so I had to.
Yeah, I do say the quintessential Welsh phrase, apparently.
Whose coat is that jacket?
Also, freaking last like little bit of rantiness. Can professional Twitch streamers like get their act together? Like freaking hell, man. Where is the quality VR content on Twitch? Where is it? Like, I want to watch a guy play VR horror games. There's good ones. And I want to watch him cry. And I want that now.
I want to watch him die inside.
Because the only clips I get of people playing VR horror games are from cons. And it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great like when someone doesn't know what to do. Like, they drop a controller and they're trying to look around to, like, break out of the stream. But they don't remember that they can pull something off their head. So they're just, like, trapped. And it's beautiful. But, like, I want a stream of that. I want, like, this constant. I don't want these little snippets of this joy.
Yeah.
Well,
I I'm kind of looking forward to VR. I'd never be able to like stream it because I don't have that.
No, yeah,
I don't
that's
have that much money.
Sony. Like, if you're a partnered streamer, and you're also like, I'm pretty sure that like Microsoft in the future will do something, and I know that Valve does something like this. But specifically, this is Sony. If you're a partnered streamer and you're like also a Sony like I forgot what they call them, but like Microsoft and Sony both do this thing with streamers where they have them as like their like ambassadors, like brand ambassadors.
Yeah.
So if you're a Sony brand ambassador and you're a partner streamer, you can go to your like local Sony office, and they have a room built with green screens on every wall and VR headsets and games, and you can just like freaking stream from that room. And they built this from the ground up for you, and people are still not using this crap. Freaking hell!
Just do.
Like, this is your living. Be better at it.
Yeah, put the effort in, guys. Come on.
just get good, please.
I don't know what Ali's never going to understand.
The thing we know to do.
Oh, it's fucking yeah. Okay. You're not alone. It's garbage anyway. So. Oh my god! Please.
You triggered Andrew.
Oh, okay.
I fucking hate you. Look.
And my last piece of news, also Sony news. Remember how when Fallout 4 came out and they were like, consoles are gonna get mods?
That was so long ago, Kamal.
Yeah, it's actually been a while. Damn, I'm old. And then they proceeded to eventually, and it took its sweet time, but they proceeded to add mods to Xbox. And then they were like, Sony's getting mods, guys, we promise. And Sony was like, yeah. And then one day they just came out and they're like, Sony's not getting mods. And Sony was like, eh. Like, they just didn't, like, apparently they were getting in the way, and like they were refusing to accept like the minimum that Bethesda needed to run the mod successfully, which is like a level of user control that Sony didn't want. Like, they wanted full control over like how users do things in systems, and it was a whole thing, and people were very upset about it. Rightfully so, because they were sold a product, and then they were lied to, not by Bethesda, but by Sony, because Sony agreed to that original statement that Bethesda made. They agreed to allow mods. So it's on Sony that those mods weren't released, and it's on Sony that that product wasn't the product they were promised. Well, mods are back on! They're back on the table, ladies and gentlemen!
They're back!
Why? Sony hasn't said anything, but Bethesda's come back out and be like, okay, Sony's letting us do mods now, guys!
You said they haven't said anything, but they probably, like, if you look through the door that they were speaking, there's this pile of cash. It's like, yeah, no, we don't know. Hands are tied, unfortunately.
But you know what? I don't believe you, Sony, because, like, what is your word anymore? You know, like, you've said you'd let them do mods once, and then you had a problem with the implementation. What's the guarantee that, like, when this finally gets around to being implemented, they're not gonna go like, actually, we don't like that anymore. Stop. You know?
Kamal, they never said that the mods are going to stick around. They just said mods are coming back.
The rumor that mods are coming is coming. Yeah. Why not? Anne had sushi earlier. What type of sushi? Was it nice?
Good
was
sushi.
It all you can eat sushi? But yeah, I'm just like, it's good. It's good that they're air quotes listening. I don't want to praise them because like they never responded.
They don't deserve it.
They never actually responded to the community and told them why they weren't going to allow the mods. They never said that. And now that mods are coming back, Sony didn't say anything. Bethesda said it. So Sony's been completely silent, completely avoiding the situation this entire time. And like, I can't encourage that.
No wonder they're the parent of Hello Games. Whoa!
Yeah, right. You know the same PR team that told Hello Games to go like hide in a hole was like telling Sony to do that too right now. They're like, okay, guys, you got a problem? I got the solution. Dig a hole, dig real deep, sit in the hole. It'll go away.
My God.
They probably paid like millions for that legal advice.
Hook says the same thing's happening with XCOM 2 because no one knows what's going to happen with the mods on that either.
Well, the Microsoft ones should be fine.
No, but I think that's the point is no one's confirmed it yet, so maybe it will be. But it would be nice, if people will just told you, right?
Yeah, I haven't read about that, but like I don't know, because the thing is, it seems like both companies, when they agreed to this, and probably when they agreed to the XCOM thing, didn't ask for details on how it was going to be implemented. So they both agreed to something, and they were like, they didn't even know what they were agreeing to. Microsoft decided to deal with it, you know, and just like let it happen, or they were okay with it, like one of the two. Either way, like it worked out for them. And Sony was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they were like,
hold up, boys, hold up.
And they were like, but you said, but you, it's like, but me what? No more of this.
You gonna quote me?
They were like, yeah, actually.
Like, and then they'll be like, well, I'm not in charge of that division. The blame game.
It's a lovely game. But so we'll see. I will inform you guys if they decide to actually like follow through with this and do that.
Watch the space, right?
Watch this space.
So is it my turn now?
Yeah, that's it. I'm short as well. I'm short in real life as well.
I was that when I was gonna make that joke.
No, I have to be faster. I have to be faster. It's not a question.
Okay, so my first bit of news. First, it's about one of the new little things Microsoft are doing. Is that they brought out this thing called rare achievements. So obviously they're not content with having the same noise that we've been having on Xboxes and stuff for ages. They've got a new special thing.
You gotta make it shiny.
Yeah, they can make it all shiny. They give you a little diamond picture and a little special noise plays.
I love it.
Yeah, and then Luke got one yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
So can I ask? Because I saw a video, and I'm gonna actually play that video as well now. But I saw a video, and it was it said 1%. Are the rare achievements only 1% achievements, or is there a range of rare achievements?
I think it's based on the amount of people that get it. I don't think it's specifically 1%.
Like, what classifies as rare?
I'm gonna read the thing that.
I think the 1% thing basically shows that you got this when this achievement was 1%.
Yeah. I get that, but like, I'm wondering, like, does the rare thing only show up for achievements that are 1%, or does it show up for achievements that are also 5% and like 10%, and or like where does the limit, like when does an achievement become non-rare?
25.
Is that what they said?
No, I just disregard that. It's what I would make it.
This is my opinion. It's like, wow, bruh, that's just like my opinion.
They've been kind of
vague.
I'm just going to have a quick look and see if I can find something out about it.
Oh, that run was so good! 303! I broke 300 for the first time, guys. All for you, chat. All to keep you from drinking. Now drink! Right, I'm gonna play the sound while you look this up.
Yeah. I've found it's 10%, I think. 10% or under is what I'm getting.
Ah, okay, that's fair. I'm okay with that. I was hoping it wasn't just 1% achievements, because I was like, that's ridiculous.
I just like height not matter, and that sounds like something a short person with them problems about it would say.
It does.
Wait, why would height matter?
I don't know, but Stan seems damn important.
Okay.
Seems to think.
So look at this space here under the car, under the exhaust pipes, guys. Okay, everybody be silent, because this is like quite hard to hear. So, if I just go back and pause on... Okay. So, you get a little diamond now, and it says the percentage of the achievement. So according to information we have, that will go until 10%, and then after that you get the regular one again, the old achievement sound and the old achievement dialogue. Sweet. That's something. It's.
I mean, no one claimed you were shorthand. You just decided that you needed to bring up a height thing. Anyway.
It matters when you have to look up all the time. Don't look up, Addy.
Yeah, make them look down.
Just stare at their crotches. It makes them feel really comfortable.
Yeah. So, do you think it's a good thing they're bringing rare achievements in? Do you think it's a meaningful change?
I don't think it's meaningful. I think it's nice. Like, I think it's a nice little thing, you know? Like, it's not a big deal.
I feel like it's going to be irrelevant for me because I never get hard achievements to get, so I'm never going to see one.
You'll appreciate how much hard achievements you get now, though. Because like, I didn't realize how many hard achievements I got until I started playing games on my PlayStation properly. And, because Sony already, like, I told you guys about this, but yeah, Sony already has, and has always had this rare achievement thing since the PlayStation 3. Like, you get a trophy, and it'd also tell you the percentage of people that got it. And it'd tell you all the way. And it had categories of, like, common, like, and that was, like, you know, the top, like, most people got it. And then, just, and then it had, like, uncommon, and then, you know, rare, and then, like, ultra rare, and stuff like that. So I like that about the Sony achievement system. I just don't like the Sony achievement system as a whole other than that, though. So this brings some of the stuff I liked about the Sony achievement system to the Xbox. The only last thing I'd like is if they had, like, a little, a way of showing that you've 100%ed a game. Like, if around the game you got, like, a border or something. Like, when you got all 1000 G, that would be really sweet, in my opinion. But that's just... It's just a
that would be cool.
I've made it wrong, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, am I getting quoted for life now?
Yeah.
Only ever seems to be you, though.
I guess
you just love your quotes, man.
Is it working? Am I doing it wrong?
You guys just don't say interesting things. I'm pretty sure.
This is true.
I think I broke it.
I don't think so. I think you're just typing it wrong.
Am I typing it wrong? It's been so long since you said something interesting. Come on.
Oh, why don't you guys say interesting stuff, huh? Why do I have to carry this show?
I can't quote myself. That's a nepotism.
Well, if you said something good enough,
you
I'd quote you.
Overwatch.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm a dick. But... Is it because we've already got a quote 3?
I don't remember. I'm going to look it up.
Is none of this what? I know we definitely have a quote 1. I think they're all broken.
It's Nightbot though. Nightbot shouldn't be broken. Maybe it is.
Nope, there's one.
I think there's a space, Andy. I think you're meant to use a space.
I put the space in before though. The first thing I put in was a space.
Don't, Andy. We're not starting this. I don't even remember the context of that statement. That's the issue.
No, there's definitely another one, but
shut up. I hate you guys.
I can't remember what quotes come out. How do I do it?
See?
Yeah, that's the other one. There it is.
It's the space. I told you.
Yeah, that's not as good though, is it? I don't remember how I had quotes.
Look, oh yeah, I remember. I don't remember fully the context of that quote, but I remember it was in the sense of like I just want one once. Like I just want a period once. Like just to understand it, you know? Like also if you could let me have like the pain of giving birth once, I would take that. Like I'd hate myself for doing it, but I'd have to take it. Like if someone offered me that, you know? Yeah. I couldn't say no to understanding an experience I'll never be able to understand in my life.
Uh-huh.
Take my period from me. You can have it. Oh, dude, I don't want the full package, man. I'll take a month off you. I'll take a month. Like, I'll relieve your pain for a month. If you're smart at it, you can go like to every man in the world that is interested in this. I'm sure there's a couple thousand of them, and just like sell months of your periods to them, and then you'll never have a period. It'll be great.
What? There it is. Did it. Nailed it.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it. I remembered how to do it. I did it.
Good job.
I nailed it. Okay, anyway. back to my news. I was listening to the Corporal podcast at work a couple of days ago, and they were talking, and Dodger was talking about this game called Lichtspeer.
Should I show a trailer?
Yeah, there's a trailer on the link I gave you.
Sweet.
And it said it's one of those games that's incredibly addictive because it's so weird but so simple. So I think essentially the premise of the game, it's kind of like a tower shooter. So like you're a stationary person and you throw spears, but it's based in a weird techno Viking universe, and everything is very strange. So I think in the description of the article, it said the first thing that won them over about the game is the fact that rather than having a quit button at the end, it says go home and eat strudel, and if you click that, someone screams strudel at you before you quit. Okay, that's pretty solid. But apparently, yeah, there's like heist giants, there's Viking penguins, high diving walruses, and just the entire game was just incredibly weird. And it just kept them. Dodger said she was out for forever, just trying to sort it out because it's that's that perfect blend of challenging but rewarding. So like, if you get it just right, I think it does like certain sounds and stuff as well, and you get like boosts and stuff. So yeah, I was watching this video and it just looked pretty cool. So I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. It's just
shit.
Yeah, right.
I feel like if you don't move in this game, I feel like it'd be a great mobile game.
You don't move. I think it's. Yeah, I believe it could be a mobile
like,
game.
Maybe not the full experience. Maybe like simplify it so that when you hold with your finger, like. So you hold for the power bar, and you just move up and down with your thumb, like, to reposition.
No. Yeah. Huh.
And just have it a little bit easier, because obviously your action time will be way slower on with a touchscreen like that. But I would love to be able to play this, like, on the bus or something. But I don't feel like I'd sit down and play this. I know Dodger streamed it. I was just like, I don't feel like I do that. Like, as cool as it looks, I don't feel like I'd, like, sit down and... She played this game for, like, 3 hours, man.
I think it was Total Biscuit said you've got to be a very specific sort of person to play this game, because I know he said he would never play this sort of game.
No,
But Dodger would be the exact same person who would do it.
Why is that?
Because I feel like I would play this game for ages, just because it's just so perfect for me.
Fair.
But yeah, I could totally see why someone wouldn't want to play it.
One question.
Uh-huh.
How much? Also, and don't do this. I'm gonna fucking... Why? What did I do? I don't like compliments.
You're gonna ask me how much it was?
Yes.
It's $4.99.
$4.99. Okay, yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, obviously I wouldn't get back. You can't really charge that much for a game like this because it's essentially it could be like a flash game.
Yeah, it's not even
really
like I get that you can get like, especially if you're the right person. I get that you can get tens of hours of like joy from this, but I understand that like it's like the amount of work that went into this game is not super high, so I don't feel like they should be.
You could justify paying like 12 quid for it. Yeah. I think the most I would pay for this game was maybe like 8 quid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say a 5 was probably pretty solid.
Yeah.
Plus, for the first 48 hours it was out, it was on sale 20% off, so it was like 3 quid.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty solid.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll move on to my next thing. About more weird game things. You might want to click on this one as well. It's about this guy who has apparently spent 4.5 years building a Minecraft kingdom. Like, obviously, I'm not a Minecraft guy, but I can appreciate the amount of effort that this guy's put in. Like, I showed it to Anne before at the start of the week, and it's like it's insane. Like, it's ridiculous how good that is. Like, it's what.
Look at it, guys.
Legit.
Guys, look at this image. Chat. It looks like, remember like the really old Civilization games and stuff like that, and like the Total War and stuff like
vampires and stuff.
Yeah, right. It looks like that.
That's what it reminds me of. It reminded me of like Age of Empires 2.
That's how much detail it has. That like when you're zooming out, it doesn't even look like a block world anymore. It looks like someone like just drew this, but there's like a slight pixelation to it. Not because of the blocks, just because of like the image, you know.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Whoa. Okay, let's do this
I
video.
think I saw the article and I was just like, what could you do in 4.5 years that you couldn't do in like 6 months? And I was like, oh, okay, that's what you can do.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, you got it. Like, he solidly proved me wrong.
Like, also, like, freaking patience and determination.
Oh yeah. Like, I would never have the patience. You know how I play Minecraft? I build a half a house and then I'm like, what do I do now? I'm done.
Yeah, I think like
I could not conceive putting this much time into it.
the longest I can carry a project without like mentally breaking me is like 6 months. Like, this is insane.
The guy who did it was called well, this is his name on Minecraft is called Danska222, and apparently it's called the kingdom he's built is called the Kingdom of Gaelkin, and it has 3 separate cities, a port, a mountainous land, and Great Plains, and he's built it all himself. So like even like the like barren mountains and the plains and stuff,
Welcome
he
back,
like terraformed himself.
This is crazy. Like,
as well, you got to think of how many times Minecraft's been updated, added more things in,
yeah,
and he's just been like, "Ah, mother."
Yeah. He's like, oh my god, I guess I'm starting all over again.
Frick.
I got to tear that house down.
There's so much about this that's so impressive. Like, there's the patience. There's the consistency. There's the creativity. Like, the size of this thing, and to still make it look interesting and real. Like, that's some real landscaping there, like, and real like architectural design as well. Like, it's impressive.
Yeah. It just doesn't look like it's been built in Minecraft, does it? Like, it looks like an indie game where it's been built with a certain art style.
Yeah.
And that's like amazing.
Is it up for download?
I think it's.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it did say that in here. Yeah, you can download download it yourself on Planet Minecraft. So yes, it is. You can download it.
That's awesome.
So there's a link in the article.
Now I want someone to like mod an RPG. Wow, Addy. Whoa, Addy. Slow down. Violent. But yeah, I want someone to take this game and to mod an RPG onto this map, right? Like have NPC quest givers and like have events like happening and everything, because it's such a good map. To not use it feels wrong, you know.
Someone has put that much effort in. You've got to like give us. You could have like a Skyrim game in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is legit. Like that is amazing. Like even though I don't play Minecraft much, and it was like I said that I was like I gotta appreciate it though, right?
Yeah, you gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate it.
Recognize
Oh, these are
like
the desert lands.
Right?
That windmill wasn't moving 9 out of 10.
Where the windmill physics though.
Yeah.
Now there's the clock. The cracks are showing now.
So if someone could make a new Elder Scrolls in this map, that'd be great. Yep, I'd be into it.
Yep, I'm down.
I'd be into it. Do this.
Alright, okay, so are we finished fawning over this? Oh, I like that.
I'm really enjoying just watching it, honestly.
Let's just watch it and just appreciate it, some art.
Yeah.
It's like, again, I can't even make a house and play Minecraft. So, I definitely appreciate this.
Is he done? Does he consider it finished?
It said he's finished it after 4.5 years.
That's another thing that I was like, if you worked on something for 4.5 years, I feel like I'd lose the meaning of done would just not work for me.
Yeah, like you need an end goal.
But this is part of my life now.
He 100% loads up that map.
Yeah,
every night. Adds a little bit.
Yeah, he's like an extra tree just because he just got to like wean himself off it, right?
Yeah, unless he's making another map, there is no way that's not happening, because it's got to be like in you, like it's got to be like innately part of you now.
Yeah, I mean, he must have spent like a good couple of hours a day doing this, and if he just stops, he's like, what do I do now though? Like, what do I do with this time?
He made a tree Addy. I know Addy is an appreciator of the trees. Shut up, Andy. I saw that. I was like, damn. We've gone long. The chat's been active. It's only a good side, I guess. All right.
Okay, so my next news is about Rock Band 4. I know, right? But it's about how much of it just came to my attention how much of a train wreck this game is.
Oh, is this the one that was meant to release alongside Guitar Hero Live?
Yeah, it did release alongside Guitar Hero Live, but the main problem about it is apparently they released Rock Band 4 and it was supposed to, they called it a legacy game. So like people who had been buying it since Rock Band 1 and all the DLCs and all the extra games and that up until then, they said they were going to get the games that they'd bought and that the DLC packs all on Rock Band 4. So like all the stuff that they bought was going to be transferred over. It's been over a year now, and they still haven't got all of the stuff transferred over because of the issues of international music licensing and stuff. Right. Like, so they promised that they could do a certain thing, and then they've just totally been unable to deliver on it. But yeah, I think they've got about 60-70% of it available, but after like a year, you would expect them to have actually like sorted it out at this point.
Yeah.
And
what happens to people who bought this game on the promises?
They're stuck. They just got to keep waiting.
Wow.
So, but they actually interviewed a guy, and the journalist who interviewed them said it sounds like a bit of a nightmare, and the guy said, "Nightmare? Well, you know, that's just work for me. It's not a nightmare. It's their job." It was like, So their job was a nightmare, basically. It's like for 18 months they've been trying to like pass international music law, failing mainly. So like they've lost all of them peripherals and stuff. All of their games are getting like slated because they can't get the music across. And
I feel sorry for the people working on this. I feel sorry for the people who bought this game
who
are stuck with this game now.
Yeah.
I just
100%. I was just saying, yeah, no, it just absolutely sounds atrocious.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at this thing we made. No. Not allowed.
Are they still working on that newer Rock Band game?
It's supposed to be a new expansion, Rock Band Legends, coming out next week.
Wow. Is that coming out still there?
It's still announced to be out on the 18th of October, but obviously...
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, so essentially, long story short, Rock Band is an absolute train wreck. That's it.
Don't buy Rock Band. Wait, can we buy Rock Band?
I mean, if you want to buy Rock Band, just don't expect to get all the songs.
Are we European?
We are, I mean, for now, yeah, buy it within the next year and a half.
Damn it, we can't buy Rock Band. Oh well. I have Guitar Hero.
Yeah, close enough, right?
I don't play it.
I don't need Rock Band.
Andy has a real guitar, look, it's in the background.
Yeah, it's like, look at all those, look at them, look at them, look at them.
Yeah. You don't need none of your fake guitars. You don't need none of your video games.
Don't need video games.
Yeah, look at Luke's freaking wannabe guitar.
Like it's Rob guitar.
Well,
offend me.
So Addy will
it's a CS:GO again.
You're behind out of this world. CS:GO 1v1. Nah, freaking don't CS:GO this. I'll take you in Smite or Overwatch. You know what? I'll take you in any other game but CS:GO. This is not fair.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go on to my serious links now.
But
that's right, serious links today.
I don't like serious.
So, remember how Syndicate got done for being a gambly bastard and being a general scumbag?
No. I think the entire world's actually forgotten about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because everyone else has forgotten, but you know, apparently the Washington State Gambling Commission is like getting down on Valve for doing all this, allowing all of this nonsense to happen, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So as of now, Valve have got a week to respond to the actual government to explain how they're complicit, how they're actually complying with like state gambling laws.
Yeah.
And if they don't,
Which they
like
can't.
reply, if they can't, or if they don't reply to their satisfaction, there's going to be additional civil or criminal action. Is that? Well,
I like that they included that because like Valve needs to be told that, because Valve's process of handling things is la 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 la, I can't hear you.
Yeah, pretty much. Apparently, they've made one of the Valve CEO people have made an announcement to say that their position on the gambling sites hasn't changed so far, and they've sent cease and desists to over 40 sites.
Yeah.
Which, on one hand, is good because they're sending cease and desists, but the fact that they've said our position hasn't changed is sort of like,
it's not true at all.
Kind of needs to, though, right? Yeah. But yeah,
And
it's still going on.
Like the cease and desists are a bit too little, too late, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's like closing the barn after all the animals have escaped and the barn's burned down.
It's like it's literally what they did, and it's what Valve did was they committed a crime, and then they got wind that the government found out that they committed a crime, and they were like, no, we're fixing it. Like, and that's not good enough. It's not good enough because Valve never talked about it, right? Valve never talked about the gambling sites. They never encouraged the gambling sites, but they knew they were happening.
Oh, yeah. They had to know it was happening, right?
Yeah, they had to know because they have to give access to the APIs, and they were taking a cut off the top of every gun sold, so they had to know where these guns were being sold. Like, there's no way a business doesn't know where its money's coming from, and acting like they're gonna plead ignorance, but like, I hope they don't get away with it because it's a freaking lie. Like,
because they're definitely in ignorance.
Yeah. Oh well, freaking.
Yeah, it's even still going on like right now. So it's like, in the last few days, 2 men in England got charged over gambling with the virtual coins you get from playing FIFA Ultimate Team.
Mm-hmm.
So like, they were gambling with that, and this is a game that's been out for like 3 weeks, so it's clearly still a problem. And maybe Valve do need to get in a bit of trouble over it. Otherwise, they're just going to let it keep happening forever.
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody who takes the bullet. But like,
yeah,
it's going to be Valve.
Nobody else will do this.
Yeah.
Valve needs to. They need to. Like, legal action needs to be taken on them for facilitating illegal gambling. And then freaking these YouTubers and even non-YouTubers, all of these gambling websites that were encouraging children gambling also need to have real legal action taken on them. Not like we're taking you to court to talk about it and tell you off like, you know, your mum tells you off. No, that's not okay.
Yeah. But,
that's gay, bro. Yeah. Screw the haters.
I think someone is a little bit tipsy. They've had like
Am I
3
dying
whole
too
drinks.
much? I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Why you know, really?
Why not, prof? Sigh. Good job, buddy. You're trying hard. Good job. Good job.
When Broly though? When Broly?
Because he wants to sleep with Broly.
When Broly though, man.
Definitely not an experienced gambler. Good to know.
Oh God, Abby. Don't do it.
Yeah, but I have good news about
I will freaking demod you and remove you from this chat. Stop. Cat. He's actually had 4.
Oh wow!
Wow, babe.
Phantom machine.
Oh, yo, wow, babe.
My bot is trying to step. Yeah, he keeps killing me.
Yeah.
Nightbot's like, I will not be your slave for much longer. The bots will rise.
Your killer is Herpaderp 59681.
Apparently, Spoda deserves to be modded. I disagree. I've gambled so much this semester, bro. Oh, you're gonna get in trouble from the Washington State Gambling Commission, Eddie. They're gonna be knocking on your door.
Is Addy still a kid?
I don't know.
Or is Addy just like a woman was a gambling problem? Is she a man
Yeah,
was a gambling problem?
Addy's a man with a gambling problem. There's many things we don't know about Addy.
This whole time, Addy's just been like an old man was a gambling problem.
She's got bigger balls than any of us.
Why? Because she has a gambling problem?
No, she's a man.
How that works.
Just like instantly when a woman becomes a man, she has the biggest balls. This is
Oh shit!
freaking hell, Luke!
Oh my god, look.
We Pokemon silently, Jesus!
I was just checking to see what was like next door to me.
Professionalism. No, I'm 18 and legal to gamble. Good to know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to know some good news about Valve though?
Is there a such thing?
Well, the endless troll machine, Digital Homicide, have dropped their lawsuit against Steam because apparently in the last few weeks they've been subpoenaing Valve to reveal the identity of 100 Steam users to them.
Okay.
Because the devs say that they've been harassing them and harming their business.
For people who don't know,
Or
Digital Homicide is a little fake indie game studio that's run by, what is it, one guy or two guys? I think it's
two guys.
Okay, two guys.
The Remind brothers.
What they do is they go strip like tutorial assets for building games from other games, and they put them all together in Unity, and then they save it and they sell it as a game. And they put it up on Greenlight, and Steam,
somehow they managed to get through.
Yeah, they get through actually because of this really shady business that's going on Steam. Oh wait, Steam doing shady business again? What weird.
Steam always does shit. Oh my god, Steam.
In Steam, when you buy a game, and you'll know about this, Anne will probably know about this. She probably doesn't understand how it works because she probably never dealt with it, but she'll because she's a woman. But and Huck will know about this.
Digital Homicide, the human version of the Shrug emoticon. Yeah.
In Steam, when you play games, you get cards for those games. This only works for games you've bought, right? You get game cards if the game has them active, right? What you can do with these games cards is when you've got a full set, you can use them to level up your account, or you can sell them on the market, and people who want to finish their sets will buy them, right? Okay. They will buy them for real money. And that money goes to your Steam wallet, and Valve, again, takes a cut. I'm gonna ban you, Luke. So Valve takes a cut. So what Digital Homicide does is they release their games on Steam with cards active for like 99p, right? People go greenlight the games, and they buy them for 99p, they download them, and they farm them for cards, right? Then they sell these cards to people that want to complete sets for more than the game's worth.
So you can sell some of the cards for like 30 pence each or something, so it's like...
Yeah. So Digital Homicide then makes money on every card sold, Valve makes money on every card sold, and the people selling the cards make money because they've bought the game for less than the cards cost, and it's created this weird, like, nest of disgusting human beings that are, like, farming video game cards for money instead of doing anything, like, useful with their life, and game companies that make games that are designed to be farmed, like Digital Homicide. But Digital Homicide also has a really weak spine, and...
Yeah, so, like, all these people that they're trying to subpoena to get their, identities is because they're harming their business, is because they're posting comments telling the truth that all their games are trash. So there was a response from James Romine, who's one of the brothers who's in charge of Digital Homicide, and he says, "I believe that our case was very solid. There were in excess of 140 false statements by Steam users."
I want to stress that he was representing himself, no lawyer.
Oh yeah, he represented himself in court. Yeah. Tens of thousands of posts harassing myself and my customers, 3 direct interferences with written contracts with third parties by Steam users, some of which were competitors, and much more. It was like, essentially that means they were being mean to me. I don't like it.
Yeah, and so just to like to show Luke like how much he loves the peoples. God, I'd love to bring up his full statement, but I'm pretty sure it was like everyone that doesn't like this game are homophobic, are homosexual faggots, and they should all go die in a hole or something. Something.
I believe it was just calling them all in net scumbags who lived to burn down people's hard-earned like small businesses. He made himself sound like he was some little business owner who had like built everything from the ground up, and he was desperately struggling to stay like afloat, and they were just smashing apart his windows just for the fun of it.
Yeah,
It's essentially the picture he tries to portray of himself.
and God, the more you hear this guy speak, the more you realize he's just like cancer, like
Yeah, he's just a scumbag.
like human cancer.
So apparently
what a guy.
Yeah, the case was
Sorry.
the case was immediately like thrown out for being an absolute waste of time. So it was dismissed without prejudice. So it means if he really wants to, he can try again.
Yeah.
But he does say that Digital Homicide has finally been destroyed. So he says it's destroyed and it's been stomped into the ground from 1,000 directions, and its use is discontinued.
I feel so bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's just a continual cry. Like, oh, look at me, my life was so hard. I make crap games. Everyone called me out on it, and now no one buys my crap games.
I wish it was just that he made crap games as well. He's crap games, and
Yeah.
he's just a dick. Like he's just a dick.
Yeah, he's a guy who makes crap games who is incredibly entitled over the fact that he seems to think he has got some sort of God-given right to make crap games, and he is immune to criticism about his crap games.
Yeah.
But he does say he's going back into the workforce, so I don't know whether he's going to try and make another crappy games company, or if he's going to make crappy games in his own
Digital
time.
Homicide isn't his first company on Steam Greenlight.
Yeah, he made it. There was another one that got like, I think it was named after a Polish company, like it was id Entertainment or something, like id Software, I think it was. And it got slated for having crap games, and it backlashed towards this other Polish games company with the same name, and they had to like
That sucks.
make an announcement to say, dude, guys, that's not us. We're not that bad. He's got a potentially mediocre career as a melodramatic poet to look for. Yeah, pretty much.
I think that we are forgetting at the center of all this is a human being.
I think if I read to you the stuff he's been saying to people, you wouldn't say that.
Yeah, probably not.
But the final thing about this is their lawsuit against Jim Sterling, who is the person who has been calling them out on all of their trash for the last 2 years, is still not being dropped and it's still not settled. So there is still potential drama based on that to come out.
Yeah,
that's from the looks of it, Digital Homicide as an card peddling trash game maker may well be done.
Yay!
I mean,
I'd be happy about this one.
You squash one piece of trash, more appears. So I don't think it's going to make much of a difference in the long run.
Yeah.
It might get rid of this particular odious trash bag, but other than
it's not even like they were the worst of it. They were just like the whiniest developer. But like
they were just in the most spotlight because of Jim Sterling pointing them out.
Yeah. There's so many stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, this all goes back to Valve being a piece of trash company. Just deal with your store. Just deal with your freaking crap, man. Everything that Valve does, even when you look at it on the surface and you're like, oh, that's good, Valve isn't getting sued for people's Steam IDs. And then it turns out that, no, it's Valve's fault. This is Valve's fault anyway. If
Valve could police their Greenlight system in even half-decent manner, this would never have been a problem in the first place. So it's a good job you avoided the fire that you probably should have put up by not hanging like a kerosene lantern over a pile of straw. So...
It's funny how quickly Valve went from being like, oh lord, sorry, Luke?
Oh, I was going to say, I like to imagine there's an intern like going into Gabe Newell's office while he's taking a money shower, just being like, sir, we really need to deal with this. And Gabe's just like,
no. The money's still pouring, the money's still pouring.
Yeah. Doesn't matter as long as the money's still flowing in, right, guys? But yeah, that is my news. That is everything I have.
Nice.
Oh, well, that's us then, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
We much shorter than last week because we don't have EGX. Guys, we should go to convention every week. God damn.
Yeah, I know, right? Get an extra hour of material out of us. Yeah, speaking of the EGX stuff, again, we will have some stuff on that on the YouTube when it's all ready, because
yes,
obviously Kamal's going through the
unending. Hopefully stuff done over this weekend. I do have Monday off, so today I'm taking like the day completely off because I've been working and I haven't played a game properly like all week. After this, I'm gonna play some video games. I'm gonna chill, but tomorrow I will.
Just the unenviable task of going through all of the photos and videos that we did and compiling them into something workable.
I want it to be great, but you know, something is better than nothing, so there will at least be something out there.
So yeah, to watch. It'll get links in the Discord and on Twitter and stuff when it comes out. So just watch the space. Do you want me to wrap up or?
Yeah. Wrap up.
Okay. Okay. Once again, guys, thanks for paying attention to us for like the last hour and a half. If you do want to watch this again or watch our other old podcasts, if you've really got nothing better to do, you can check us out on our YouTube. We've got the archive of everything there. If you follow us on Twitter, we will be tweeting out whenever we do the extra streams, whenever the EGX stuff comes out, when the next podcast is coming out. And if you tweet to us or message to us on Discord or get in touch with us somewhere about any kind of news you want us to talk about, we will mention it and we'll give you a shout out about whether you sent us the news and that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's us.
Hi, Ravi.
Goodbye, Ravi. About to leave.
Bye, Ravi. Good night, everybody.
For some reason, whenever I swear I don't sit any different when I'm doing the podcast, but whenever I do sit doing the podcast, it makes both my legs cramp up. I don't know why. Do you want to go back to Discord?